Guys Dave here, 1, 2, 2, and I got my buddy Ryan here. He's here from upstate where he's visiting, and this is the Magic Duel Bus. Alright, and here we are on our way to Flushing, Queens for the first part of our Magic Duel Bus tour with Ryan here in New York with me. The way this is going to work is we're going to make 1 or 2 free maybe stops, and we're going to make a series of videos over the next couple of weeks. You guys will get to see that, even though Ryan's only here for, what, 2 days? Okay, so he's not squatting. So first up is Flushing, Queens, home of my locals, Card Quest, as well as a really awesome, I guess you call it Chinatown. It's awesome. Alright, see you guys later. Yes, today we are going to Flushing, Queens, taking the 7 train all the way to the end of the line. I'm going to pull up the subway map so that you guys can actually get an idea. Here is your Manhattan, here is the Bronx, Brooklyn is down here, Staten Island, and the last borough, Queens, the one we are currently exploring, just to give you guys some kind of context as to where we're going, and Flushing is all the way over here. Alright, on the way to Flushing here, one of the last stops on the 7 train is Met Stadium. So Ryan's getting a baseball erection.
Tour? You're going to tour of the stadium?
Yeah, he's actually a football fan, so this is...
I could care less.
Couldn't care less. Alright, welcome to Flushing, New York. Oh yeah, it's way deep in Queens, and mostly what I believe a Taiwanese settlement, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's true. Alright, we are now in the New World Mall. We got J-Mart over there with their fishmonger, which smells like it, and you know, it's like, oh yeah, let's go. This is my favorite jewelry store, Luck Fuck. I'm trying to get some B-roll, Ryan, just to kind of give you your J-Mart experience here. You know, Ryan, this is what it feels like when you're in the OCG. I will say this, J-Mart's got really good looking produce and copious amounts of dragon fruit. I don't know what it even tastes like. I don't know, maybe? One of the cool things is this restaurant has, or this supermarket has a real fishmonger. So it's like, it smells like an old dead fish in here, but you can get all the weirdest stuff. We're so busy in here. Oh, cool. We got eel. We got jellyfish, man. You want some jellyfish? All these freaking crayfish walking around. Oh, yeah. Alright. Going up to the mall. We could try on a bunch of clothes that won't fit us. Well, might fit me. Oh my god, they moved Haagen-Dazs? So I really can't figure out what we should be doing here. I just don't really know. Ryan, do you have any ideas? Do you have like any ideas what we should be doing?
No idea.
This bowl, however, I can't screw around with.
What?
Oh yeah, before we go get food, I had to show Ryan the durians. These things look like a giant pine cone, and apparently they smell like meat. Super weird. Alright, we're down on the food court. We're gonna get some food before we go film our video. So Ryan's gotta figure out just exactly what he wants to eat. He's hiding over there. I think he's like right there. So I ended up getting curry chicken, and Ryan got pad thai. Our wayward adventurers arrive. And here we are at Card Quest. This is my locals here in Flushing. I love this place. That's just Ryan. I've scrubbed out so many times here, it's not even funny. And this is Dave. Hey Dave, say hi. Second take, woot. I screwed it up. Hey, this is good? This will work? You wanna hold it? It's taller than me. Here, you hold it. So, we're wandering around Flushing, and Ryan and I were just talking about the new rule change with the end of turn procedure, match procedures.
End of match, yeah.
I noticed it's getting a lot of backlash. A lot of players don't seem to like it, but I'm running into this this interesting thing where anybody who's run a tournament seems to absolutely adore them. Actually, we were just talking to Dave up in the card store, and he really seems to like it. Ryan, you even said that, right?
Yep, I think it's
as far as a management of the time taken to run the tournament, it makes things run smoother. I remember seeing, I think someone said that it is better for the tournament overall, as the health of the tournament overall, but even though it may result in some weird, I guess, stolen games.
Cheese?
Yeah. I don't, everyone's really concerned about just main decking burn cards and just being like, oh, I'm gonna cheese my way into a victory, and
Which, that is never going to happen.
no, you're gonna lose your first game, and then you're gonna cheese into a draw.
Yeah,
and
and
then
you're gonna side a bunch of burn cards for game 3.
Yeah,
Like,
then your opponent won, already. So it's you're gonna lose in two games, or
you just play your deck the way it was supposed to work.
switching arms.
So the other thing a lot of people were discussing was just like these really, really niche scenarios where like the game ends in the middle of your standby phase.
Right.
Your opponent's gonna, I was gonna win, but I couldn't enter my battle phase, so I lost. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to wonder if that's a bit of an overreaction for something that may or may not even ever happen.
No, it will probably happen occasionally, and it will happen. But I think one of the points that you brought up yesterday when we were talking about this was adding the draws. So like, you could go, instead of going X2, you're going to go X1 and 1.
But everyone else will also be going X1 and
So
1.
everyone's on the same playing field. So when you're in Swiss is just figuring out who the best players are.
It's not, it's your win-loss-draw ratio will be as skewed as everyone else's.
So in the long run, even though you may have lost a couple games or drawn games that you probably would have won otherwise,
if it's this much of a problem, so is everybody else. So, the Swiss is about being the least shittiest player there. It's not about winning as much as it's losing less.
right?
Because everyone else ends up having the same score anyway for all the top tables, so it becomes who you beat. So I'm really wondering if what we're going to run into is, your record might look on paper not so great, but your actual standings, depending on how good of a player you are, isn't going to change very much at all.
And the rules still stay the same for the top cut. The single elimination round section still has the back and forth turns that everyone is used to with Swiss.
Yes, it's just Swiss gets to end, because Swiss is where it really comes down to. That's when the most players are in the tournament, because most people drop around round 3 in a major regional.
If they've already, if they lose every single one.
If they lose every round, they drop. If they go X3, they 0-3 or they drop.
0-3.
So that is when a majority of the time is being slow and annoying and bad. So just having that truncated enough so that we can get to the top tables, do the top 8 like in YCS, I think it's going to make the tournament run smoother. It's going to make first-time experiences for players who haven't been to a major tournament before. It's actually going to be better for them. Because we're running into, like, when I was at Brooklyn, we're going there tomorrow, but I was there last year, and it was a 9-round, 12-hour grind where every round went literally double time. Because there are 5 turns were as long as the whole round. It was annoying. I was beat, and I could have dropped because I went 5-4. I could have dropped, but imagine being one of the guys at the top tables. You can't drop. You're going to get your invite.
Yeah.
Potentially. So you need to play 9 grueling rounds, and they're all taking. We were there for almost 12 hours. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that is definitely. That was my first thought when I saw the rule change. I was like, oh, good. That makes sense for the tournament environment. And then I saw the reaction to everyone's reaction on the YouTube, and I was like, oh, okay, fine.
I do understand, though. I will say that I don't think it's unjustified that people will be worried about cheese ending duels.
Right.
Is it any less cheese than we already have? I don't think so. And I'm also wondering if once we get a couple of tournaments under our belt, where it's not. I think
in that sense, I think maybe the first couple tournaments under the new rule, people are going to say, "I'm going to bring my cheese dick,"
and then it's not going to work.
Yeah, and then they're going to immediately scrub it out
because it's not going to work. The cheese isn't going to out cheese a good, tier 1, consistent, powerful deck, and it's just going to blow you out of the water
Right.
2-0 before time even is called.
Yeah.
And like, is it really that big of a deal to ask the players to have one more thing they need to pay attention to? You should be paying attention to time in the round anyway.
Right.
It being an actual mechanic now of the game
Means that it's now in the forefront of your mind, so you might actually pay attention to it.
yeah, is it so bad that we have to, at some level, you know, keep that kind of strategy in our mind? Like,
I mean, they asked us to do that with the link mechanic.
yeah, never before have we needed to know or really care where we're putting our cards on the field. Like, you have people pendulum summoning and putting their scales freaking in their pockets for
Right,
sake.
yeah.
It didn't matter where you put it, but now it matters. So it's like, and we all adapted, we all bitched and complained for about, you know, a month.
Yeah.
And we all started playing links. And we go, actually, links are kind of fun. I actually like these. The combos are cool. And like, I actually have to think a little more when I'm going off. Like, that's fun. Like, it's making every deck a little bit more skillful. And I think having this kind of a hard focus on round time it's putting more focus on being a better player, which I honestly think is probably good.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's been our biggest frustration with the community at large and people in the comment section is, no, you're bad. No, you're bad. just stop being bad. So I think forcing people to pay attention to this and actually be skillful at the game, I think, is good. So yeah, that's our thoughts on it. What do you guys think? Are you gonna complain about the new rule change, or are you gonna try to take advantage of it? Are you gonna
get good?
Are you gonna get good?
So anyway, that was part one of our Duel bus trip with Brian.
The wet New York City weather.
Yeah, it's real moist. And it's not just because Ryan's bus.
Well, that's part of it.
So anyway, guys, let's know how what you guys think. Remember, guys, if you don't throw the matter who will, I almost lost my train of thought.
Oh, hey losers. What are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button. Wanna watch something else? Hurry up and choose one of these. Ugh. When are you gonna make a choice? This year would be nice.